Good morning, students of class 8A. In the period of geometry, we are going to start the chapter cubes and cube roots. That is chapter 4. Before starting these cubes and cube roots, I want to give some introduction such as squares and cubes. You have studied about the squares. We say these numbers 2 into 2 equal to 4, 3 into 3 equal to 9, 7 into 7 equal to 49, 11 into 11 equal to 121. If the same number is multiplied twice, here the same number is multiplied twice, here 3 is multiplied twice, here 7 is multiplied twice, here 11 is multiplied twice. If the same number is multiplied twice, then the product is called the square of that number. 4 is the square of 2, 9 is the square of 3, 49 is the square of 7, 121 is the square of 11. So these are the squares of the given numbers. Those given numbers are 2, 3, 7 and 11. Means to find the square, we multiply twice the given number. And the cubes, if the number is multiplied 3 times, suppose 2 is multiplied 3 times, we get 8. 3 is multiplied 3 times, we get 27. 7 is multiplied 3 times, then we get 343, and 11 is multiplied 3 times, we get 1331. In this system, we are seeing that the given number is multiplied 3 times by its own, by the same number. 2 into 2 into 2, 8. So 8 became the cube of 2. 27 is the cube of 3. 343 is the cube of 7. So 1331 is the cube of 11. And we can write this in this way also. 2 cube equal to 8. This we can write 3 cube equal to 27. This we can write 7 cube equal to 343. This we can write 11 cube equal to 1331. So in the cube, the same number is multiplied 3 times. The same number is multiplied thrice. Then the result is called the cube of that given number. Our next topic is perfect cube. I have written the definition: a number that is obtained by multiplying an integer itself thrice 3 times is called perfect cube. A number that is obtained by multiplying an integer itself thrice. Suppose I am multiplying this integer 3 times. This became 2 cube, that is equal to 8. So this 8 is the perfect cube of 2. Similarly, we multiply 3 times. We can write 3 cube, and this result is 27. So we say 27 is the perfect cube of 3. Similarly, we multiply 5 3 times and we get the result as 125. So we say 125 is the perfect cube of 5. On the basis of that perfect cube, you are going to start the exercise 4a. In question number 1, which of the following numbers are perfect cubes? After this statement, few numbers are given and you are asked to identify is that perfect cube or imperfect cube. For that, we have 2 methods. One is traditional method, that is based on prime factorization method, and one new method that today I am going to teach you. To solve this type of question, problem number 1 is 686. Regarding this question, we are asked to identify 686 is the perfect cube or not. For that, I told you there are 2 processes. First is prime factorization method, and second is digital root method. This is our traditional process. In this process, we find the prime factors of 686 in this way. We got the prime factors of 686 as 2 into 7 into 7 into 7. Now we are saying this 7 appears 3 times. So, okay, for regarding 7 we don't have any problem. But this 2 is not appearing 3 times. It should also appear 3 times. Then we will say 686 is the perfect cube. Since 2 is not appearing 3 times, 2 is not in group of 3, means 3 times 2 is not appearing, so 686 is not the perfect cube. All the prime factors, how many types of prime factors are appearing? All those prime factors should appear in the group of 3. All those prime factors, all those different type of prime factors should appear 3 times. Then we say that given number is the perfect cube. Otherwise, that is not the perfect. Here 2 is not appearing 3 times, but 7 is appearing 3 times. Since 2 is not appearing 3 times, we say 686 is not the perfect cube. This is the traditional method, and this takes time. To get the prime factors, again to prepare the group of 3, again to decide about all these works, all these activities take time, and this is the traditional method. Today I am going to teach you a new method. If you follow that method, then orally you can reply the answer, what will be the answer. My dear, in these days, multiple choice questions are asked in your test examination, in your test and in the terminal and unit examinations. So this kind of process will be very, very helpful to find out the answer orally. In few seconds, in 3 or 2 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds, you can get the answer without doing any rough calculation. Let us start this new process. As the name is given, digital root method. In this process, the first we shall know what is this digital root of the given number. Let us take one example. Here is 686. So digital root of 686 will be 6 plus 8 plus 6, that is equal to 6 plus 8, 14, plus 6, 20. We are getting 20. But this is being more than 9. So to make it 9 or less than 9, again these 2 digits will add. So this became now 2 plus 0 equal to 2, and this is less than 9. So the digital root of 686 became 2. I repeat this digital, because this digital root is the base of this process. We are going to find the digital root of 686. So we shall add all these digits. There are 3 digits, 6 plus 8 plus 6, and we got 20. But 20 is more than 9. Always we have to make the number, we have to make the sum less than 9 or 9. So here again we will add these 2 digits, 2 and 0. I have added here 2 plus 0, that is equal to 2. Now this 2 is less than 9. So we say digital root of 686 is equal to 2. So my dear, in this process, at first you have learned how to find the digital root of any given number. And now after getting digital root, if the digital root is being 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, among these any one is coming the digital root of the given number, then we say that given number is not the perfect cube. And about this result we can be 100% sure that will never be perfect cube. Second thing, if the digital root is coming 1, 8, 9, 0, any one among these 4, then we can't be sure that will be the perfect, that may be the perfect cube, that may not be the perfect. So many questions are given in this question number 1. 10 questions are given. To check all the to check the prime factors of all those given numbers, that is the time consuming process. If you select the few numbers, for those we will get the prime factors through this digital route, then our work will be very simpler. The first is, for that here we will write no. This is not a perfect cube. So in explanation I am taking more time, and when you will understand this explanation, when you will understand this process, then solving the question, in solving the question you will take very less time. So our process is based on digital root, and how do we find the digital root, that I have given the example. Now I have told also, if the digital root is being 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, any one out of these numbers, then we can say that given number is not the perfect cube, and we can be sure, 100% sure about our result. But if the digital root is being 1, 8, 9, 0, any one among these four, then we can't be sure. May that will give a number may or may not be a perfect cube. And if this type of digital root is coming, then we have to go only for those numbers through prime factorization to be sure about our result. Let us see few more examples. One question I have solved already. This 686, about this I told that this is not the perfect cube. Now Roman number 2. In Roman number 2, the question is 2744. 2744. So we will find the digital root. Digital root of 2744 became 2 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4, that is equal to 2 plus 7 9, 9 plus 4 13, 13 plus 4 17. This is being more than 10. So again we will find the sum of 1 plus 7, that is equal to 8, that is less than 9. That is less than 10. That is less than 10. Now you see this is coming in this column. 8 is here. If the digital root is being 8, then we can't be sure about it, that will be perfect cube or not the perfect cube. Then only for this number we will go through prime factorization. Now number number 3 is 4000. So only now we are able to find the digital root of 4000. So digital root of 4000 became 4, because 4 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is equal to 4, and 4 is already less than 10. So 4 became the digital root of 4000, and 4 is here. So we can say this is not the perfect cube. Our next question is Roman number 6. In this, the digital root of 16,384 became 1 plus 6 plus 3 plus 8 plus 4. We get the sum 1 plus 6 7 plus 3 10 plus 8 18, 18 plus 4 22. Again this became the greater than 10, so we have to make it less than 10. For that we will add again these 2 and these 2, and we get 4, that is less than 10, and 4 is in this list, means this given number is not the perfect cube. Here we write no. Few doubtful questions are left. Those I shall discuss in my next video. Today, thank you for watching this video.